Earlier this morning, President Obama gave his first major address on education reform. CBIA is very pleased with what he had to say, as he is really setting the tone for a new emphasis on higher standards, more accountability, and the need to make sure that all students in this country have access to a high-quality education. As he said, we've heard these words before, but for far too many students, these have been empty promises, as we still have too many schools that set low standards and low expectations for their students. We need this to change, and we need it to change now. That's why CBIA is strongly supporting legislation to put in place the high school and middle school reform package that was prepared by the State Department of Education. We believe it's critical to set high standards. We want Connecticut to be positioned to take advantage of the new federal stimulus funds, and we won't be able to do that unless this legislation passes and really says that Connecticut is out in the front in terms of educational reform. Some of the things that the President stressed are things CBIA has strongly supported in the past. Early childhood education, ensuring that all students get off to the best possible start in preschool and in the early grades. Reforms in the way teachers are compensated, extra resources for math and science education, really a focus on literacy and a focus on dropout prevention. It's tragic in this state that in our urban areas we still have anywhere between 35 and 50%, sometimes higher, numbers of students who are falling through the cracks, not succeeding in high school, and dropping out. And in our economy, we cannot afford that. And these young people cannot afford to doom themselves to low-skill, low-wage jobs for the rest of their lives because they have not gotten a college education or technical training that will prepare them for the careers of the future. For these reasons, we feel it's very, very important that Connecticut pass the new reforms. Even though we know they're going to take a while to take effect, we're not looking for them to really be fully put in place before 2015, which is what the proposed legislation states. But our one concern is that this proposed legislation around middle school and high school reform says it will be optional for districts. That's really not acceptable. It can't be an option. We have to set the high standards and high expectations for all students, all school districts. And we hope with the support of the Education Committee and the General Assembly, this legislation will pass this year.